Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's your girl Orshire, aka Tomei, and today I kind of wanted to talk about fandom discourse and what I really don't like about it right now as a creator myself, but also just kind of an audience member in general. And just I think how bad it's become, especially within the online space. It's become with, I feel like fans becoming really entitled when it comes to the creation and the works of small creators as just a whole in general. So, what kind of inspired this topic for me was seeing the amazing digital circus creator Gooseworks kind of experience going through the highs, but I think also right now a really severe low. And I just kind of feel sad for this creator because I really don't think that they deserve what they're going through. I think it's really horrible that their fans have become just so angry. Some of the loud majority, I'm not saying everybody, just that really loud majority that has essentially demonized the creator because they feel like the creator has done something they don't like, which I'm about to go into kind of the entitlement of fandom and why it frustrates me so bad. But a little context for what's happening. So Gooseworks is the creator of the Amazing Digital Circus, as we all know. And so what has happened is that I think a very loud minority of the fandom has assumed and thought that because Jax is getting more attention or that he's become a main character, or he was already a main character to begin with, that a loud minority think that, okay, well, this is horrible because, he's abusive, he's this, he's that, he da da da, why is he a main character? And of course, everybody has their favorites when it comes to a show. There's always going to be, those solo stands, and then you have people who just like the thing as a whole. And unfortunately, I think a lot of like the solo stands, as I'm going to call them, have become very angry with the creator for picking Jax as kind of the secondary main character. Now, here's my thing. I think this is such small potatoes BS drama that I don't think should have even escalated to the fact that a creator had to kind of walk away from their own fandom just purely because people have just gotten so aggressive with the fact that they don't like how a creator has written or created their show. And I'm going to go right into it with the entitlement of a fandom. And I really hate this. This is one of my biggest pet peeves that I see as somebody who like keeps up with fandom and just sometimes just from the background kind of keeps up with it. I can be honest to say I'm not like the biggest the Amazing Digital Circus fan. I'll be very honest to say that. I have kept up with the tea and the drama going on, but for the most part I am waiting till everything comes out to watch everything as a whole. So I'm not going to speak on the show by itself and what I think and what I don't think about the show or da 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 because I can't really speak on that. But what I can speak on is the fact that I really do hate this entitlement that fans have become really accustomed to for some reason, and just how I feel like a lot of fans think that they should be able to write the story that the creator is writing. And I think that this is really a bad habit that I hope we as an audience member as a whole, but also just even in general, respect the creator's vision of a story. And I'm going to go into this, but I just really hate that people have thought that they should be able to be writers in a creator show. I don't understand why this attitude has come along, but what I can say is that I think it's highly disrespectful that a lot of fans think that they should be able to tell the creator what to create. I'm a firm believer that as a creator, you are kind of the top. You are the final say to me in a lot of things. Like if like ships, who's main character, who's not, story, all of that, all those little things that a lot of people get attached to, theories, all that. I feel like the creator is the final say. And if you don't like that the creator came up with a certain outcome, that's fine. It is what it is. You don't have to like it. You don't have to think it's good. But I don't ever think you should go attack a creator, send like any death threats, any harmful things to say creator because you don't like an outcome. I think audience members forgot how to be audience members, and especially with this indie space that's starting to crop up, I feel like it's become even worse because I think a lot of small creators want to really engage with the fandom, which is very fair, and I'm not even saying that's even bad. But what has started to happen and what I feel like in the Amazing Digital Circus's case is that you've gotten these fans that think they can just go directly to the creator and tell them what to do. oh, we don't like that you're doing this, so you got to do this. Because the creators become very accessible to that fandom. And of course, it's made Gooseworks feel overwhelmed and feel like she can't handle all this negative attention, the negative and the positive sometimes, because it's just all overwhelming. Too many people have gotten their hands in the cookie jar trying to tell this person what to do, and I don't think that's right. And I think there needs to be some like fandom decorum. We need to go back to something. We gotta like pull out the consequences. Something's gotta happen. But unfortunately, I think that you can't really control the person, but I think the creator can control themselves. And if I was in Miss Gooseworks' position, what I would do is I would make myself more inaccessible. And I think a lot of small creators now have to start being more inaccessible to their fandom, which is unfortunate. But I think it's the only way you can control what you're dealing with at any given time. Because if you're constantly getting bombarded with negative crap because you're constantly in that fandom, it's gotta hurt. It's gotta be agitating. I can imagine it is. I can't relate because I don't have anything like that going on, but I can imagine it could be overwhelming. And so a lot of these small creators, they gotta start being more inaccessible. I personally say, like, don't answer every fandom question. Don't engage with every fandom theory. You have your like days where you like do your Q&A thing, like I'm gonna host an event answering questions and that's the only time I'll answer questions, that kind of thing. Like you're not everywhere, you're not answering everything, you just say what you want to say when you want to say it, then you walk away and you don't deal with it. Maybe you repost a couple fan arts, maybe you like a couple little comments here and there, but outside of that, I think creators are just gonna have to say, nah, we can't engage with the fandom, unfortunately, because the fandom doesn't know how to act, and you can't control the fandom. Sometimes once it's built and once it's there, it's just there. And so I just want to do my 2 cents on this subject matter because I really do hate to see it, and I think fandom behavior is gonna destroy a lot of the goodwill and the good things that are going on in this small independent space, because there's a lot of small people who have never had to deal with the media, the public, like in this way. And I really hate to see it, and I feel like it's going to start scaring a lot of other small creators who maybe are on Gooseworks' level of popularity, which is fine, but I still think it's going to scare a lot of people from even wanting to engage and create because they don't want to deal with the crap. If the success is that big, I don't think they want to deal with it, which is absolutely fair. Another thing that I think I want to tack on before I end this video is theory making and theory crafting. And I think I might have talked about this in one of my other videos, but I just want to go back into this as well. And this is another kind of like mild red flag I see. Now with theory crafting, here's my thing with theory crafting. I don't hate it by itself. I think it's actually really great for the show. It's good media. It's good attention. It helps get people interested in the show in other ways. It helps keep people engaged in what's going on with the fandom. All those great things. I don't think it's bad by itself. But since the rise of those types of channels, that type of media has come up, I feel like this has fed into that entitlement of fandom, right? Because they think that their idea is the best idea because it's the outcome they want. So they craft these amazing theories, which is cool, and I like hearing about them. But then they think, well, that's the truth. The theory has become the truth. The theory has become gospel. And I really get nervous when I see a lot of people already like constantly making a bunch of little freaking theories all over the place, just because I've seen how ugly it can get. Even with big media studio shows where people think, oh, my ship is the ship that should be the thing. And I'm going to be mad. I'm going to send death threats to the person because my thing isn't the thing, right? And I really don't like that. And it's just very scary to see that people get so obsessive over stuff like that. But in any event, that's kind of my little 2 cents on this whole Gooseworks situation. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments what you think about this video. See you in the next one, guys.